Mail call. Got some new comics in, baby. Another MyComicShop.com order just dropped, and yeah, now you get to see a bunch of goodies that I pre-ordered, as well as a bunch of other orders that I added onto this. But first, let's note what the hell happened on this edge of the box. And I'm hoping they usually pack pretty well, so I'm hoping this didn't affect any comic. All right. Let's see. Oh, thank you. So, as I said, over there, they do package well, and yeah. So this was, say, the corners of this very lovely stack of comics that I have now. So let's see what we got, people, because I got some goodies here. And as I said, sometimes I don't always know what's in orders because I pre-order stuff as well as other individual orders that I've added on to. So, and depending on the timing of those, yeah, so it's just so trusty packing slip, which as I've said before, I always keep just because I just like keeping those. Oh yeah, I actually thought there was gonna be more in this for some reason, but all right. So I don't know how. Just gonna flip these over this way. Okay, so this first one, is a book that I've wanted for a while. I already have it, but I just wanted this variant as well. It is the Uncanny X-Men Annual. Oops. From just the last run, but this is the just the single Cyclops variant there. So, ooh, didn't need it, but I wanted it, so I have it. So that, and then we got this Amazing Spider-Man 29. I actually don't even like this cover, honestly. It's just weird, and this pose is, I don't know, and then like, so it almost looks like this is how he would be going through, because the orientation of the buildings there, and it just, I don't know, it just strikes me as weird. So, but this one, Mark Brooks cover for Captain Marvel #10, fantastic as always, because Mark Brooks is awesome. So, what can you say? He's just a fantastic artist. And Daredevil #12, was it Through Hell Part 2, Julian Tedesco. Another fantastic artist. I think he's, let's see, I don't know if he's Italian. Tedesco, I don't know what Tedesco is. Somebody let me know. But I'm fairly certain he's Italian. There's a lot of Italian artists in American comics right now, and it's fantastic. So, just another added aspect of the industry there. And then jump over, keep your Marvel House of Ideas, House of X #6. This is the Character Decades variant featuring Kurt Wagner, aka Nightcrawler, Captain Bluetail. Look at him, the heart of the X-Men there. In his costumes, the color schemes have generally stayed the same, and just a few different elements, but then just their overall design has kind of shifted over the years. So there's that, and then keep with House of X #10 or #6. This is the connecting cover by Javi Garin. I want to say Garin, but I don't know. Can't say for sure. Javi, let me know how to pronounce your last name. But there it is. We got so this is the family variant featuring villains. There's Sinnoh, Mojo, Apocalypse, Pyro up in the corner. Pyro, fantastic. Dark Phoenix, Toad, Mr. Sinister, Mystique, Arcade, Cassandra Nova. Just a bunch of the X villains there. Fantastic. Very nice there. Bastion, Ahab. Let me see, Juggernaut kind of cut off there. Then jump over to DC, because we have another fantastic artist, Stanley Art Jern Lau, Catwoman #15. The movie variants there. Look at that. It's Batman Returns variant there. Selena Michelle Pfeiffer. Fantastic. Look at that thing. That's gorgeous. Whew. Love it. And then a new series debut from Dynamite. This is from Chaos, 25th anniversary Chaos. Here is Chastity #1. This is the David Nakayama cover. He was cool, fantastic cover artist, and he's done a lot of stuff for red covers. But he also did the what was it? Absolute Carnage, Miles Morales, #2 variant, and I put that on my what was it? My comic cover art of the week post, and he had said thanks, and then he had also offered up the updated image, or the image with the updated colors, which is fantastic. So I updated the post. So if you saw that on there, then if you saw the original post and then you saw it updated, you saw how vibrant the colors got, especially with the red. So that was cool. So I was like, oh, thanks, and I'll update it. Thanks for that. And then jump back to Daredevil. Here's #11, The Real Part 1. Look at that. My man Daredevil, Matty. And then jump over to DC. Here is Event Leviathan, #4. Bendis Malieve's so cool. Fantastic artist. And Bendis is a fantastic writer. He's done so much great stuff in comics. It's not all been fantastic, but whoever it is. And I think he gets a lot more hate than was justified, because I think overall, like, body of work, just fantastic. And then Invisible Woman, #3, Adam Hughes. Sue Storm, getting some solo work. Solo action there. Blue dress, doing it big. And then, it's funny I said that about Brian Michael Bendis, when this next artist gets so much, but some people say it's deserved. I don't know. We'll see. You have to let me know. Here is the Powers of 10 character decades variant, #4, featuring a role, Greg Land. Now this guy, everybody says, if you talk about, just search up Greg Land on Twitter. Probably on Reddit too, but on Twitter, I did on Twitter, and I just searched, is Greg Land that bad? Or I might just search Greg Land too. And people were all over the place. And one thing they always talk about is Greg Land and his characters, how they're always smiling, or they always have the same face. And like the 90s rose, just like the middle shot there, primary shot there, that face right there, that whole mouth is what people always show that say that Greg Land always draws on all his characters, especially the women, and just says they're porn faces and like they're just traced. I don't know. I don't think Greg Land's that bad. I think when he was on Uncanny X-Men, which is probably people are going to think that I'm such a big X-Men fan. How could I say that Greg Land did any good? But he did, and I think he did. I enjoyed his visuals, or at least I guess stylistically. I don't know where I would rate him as a storyteller, but I don't think he did that bad. And I don't think he's that bad overall. But there are some times like, ew, Greg Land, what is he doing? But I'm just saying. But let me know in the comments what you think of Greg Land overall. I don't know if I ever met him. Actually, if I have. I feel like I have something that's signed by Greg Land, so I must have met him probably C2E2. That sounds like a place I probably would have met Greg Land. I don't know. But anyways, let me know what you think of Greg Land. Either as a person or as an artist, a storyteller, whatever. And now this one, this is a gem of a variant right here. Powers of 10, the connecting variant #4. Woo, look at that. Molina, baby, dude. Just fantastic. I don't know if it's George or Jorge. I don't know how you pronounce his first name, but last name is definitely Molina. And what also is definitely true is he's a fantastic artist. And as you've seen here, everybody in the blue and yellow, they're in their costumes. Even though not every character, I don't know, maybe. I don't know if Nightcrawler ever actually wore that one. I don't think so. Nightcrawler, and I don't remember Angel either. But yeah, so there's that. And then jump over to DC. We got some cheetah action. Behold the power of the God Killer! Exclamation point. Wonder Woman, #78. And as I said before, as I was catching up on some Wonder Woman, and I'm glad I did because it was cool. Some cool stories and some solid art too. But I do think, I still stand by this. I think this is probably, I guess I can't even say that because from what I've read, I'll say. The caveat being from what I've read. I think this is this run on Wonder Woman by G. Willow Wilson, which is about to end if it hasn't yet, is her best work. I think it's even better than Miss Marvel, but I can also say I didn't even like that Miss Marvel, so yeah. Then back to Marvel. Absolute Carnage #3, the Ron Lim cover. Get that. Is this Ron? No, not Ron. Yeah, this was Ron Lim. So actually, I haven't been that pleased by the Absolute Carnage covers. The standard covers, and I don't know. I think I went with the Ron Lim cover for most of them, and the first one I definitely got the art journal because I had to. I even said I might want 2 of those. Oh, and then we're jumping over to IDW for a series debut. Not a new series, but, well, I guess you could say that. Anyways, there's someone in my frequent watcher, subscriber, guys in ministry, who loves this franchise as much as I did and appreciates when they get shown some love. So here it is, a new G.I. Joe series, Real American Hero. Not the tagline, Real American Hero, but this is a new G.I. Joe series, and is wanted for crimes against Cobra, codename Duke, codename Scarlet, and they're just kind of doing this. So the idea behind this one is, I don't know how much of G.I. Joe history is in place before this or leads up to this, or if this is almost just a straight brand new, just a complete relaunching of a G.I. Joe series, even though a Real American Hero is still ongoing, but just kind of a separate G.I. Joe timeline perhaps. But it is, I just know they're kind of, the team consists of people, like just normal people from the community. Maybe, I think they are either acquired by special skills, but I don't know. I have to look it up. I can't say for sure. But it was enough, like, obviously I like G.I. Joe, so let me check it out. And then jump back to Marvel House of X variants, House of X #5, Character Decades variant featuring Illyana Rasputin, aka Magic. Look at her. Magic. Look at this. Fantastic. This is quite clean. I like this one. Character Decades variants are so cool. Even though the Beast one I wasn't that thrilled with, but I just like this one. The coloring on this one is fantastic. And yeah, Magic, good to see her. Once she kind of came back, she was just fantastic. I remember her death and what it did to Colossus and Fatal Attractions, all that stuff, Uncanny X-Men, and yeah, so Legacy Virus, all that good old stuff. And another connecting variant, this is House of X #5. This one, who was this one? Was this Nakayama too? I think so, yeah. The Savage Line variant for, I think it was David Nakayama as well. There it is, Wolverine. Look at that guy, Gambit and Rogue. The Savage Line variants, I don't know. I might do like a ranking of all the connecting variants for House of X and Powers of 10 after I have all of them in hand. So we'll see. If anybody's curious about that and wants to see that, let me know. I might just do a video just on that alone, or a blog post, whatever. And jump back over to DC. Justice League #32, Olivier Coipel variant. Obviously had to get this one because he's a fantastic artist. And I met him, where did I meet him at? Is that San Diego? Is San Diego or C2E2? I don't know. But yeah, cool guy. I have a picture of me and him, and I had him sign a couple books way back when. And when I saw this, I think this Carb Stock variant too. Yeah, so that's dope. And another one from DC, featuring my homegirl, Supergirl #34. I don't remember who the artist was. Wait, this wasn't Derek Chu, was it? No. Wait, yeah, it was. I think it was. I don't know that tag yet by art, but yeah. Supergirl, of course. The homie, who's better than her cousin. Yeah, I said it. Supergirl, better than Superman. And keeping going with some DC action. Justice League #33. Death to the Justice League. Death to you. Death to you. It would have been death to my mail carrier when they said, when I checked the tracking on this package, and it was said 2 days later than what it was originally. Oh my gosh, look at this one. Yes, finally got this. Anyway, but it was supposed to arrive in one day, and then I checked the tracking, and then it said, for some reason, it said it was going to arrive 2 days later, it happened last time I was getting a package. I don't know if it was, I think it might have been eBay. And it just kept saying later. I was like, why? That make no sense. And it would still say the later date, but then you check the updates and it says out for delivery. Like, what are you doing? I don't understand. But this one, next cover, is fantastic. This is just what I needed to complete all of the connecting covers. Here is House of X #2. Yasmin Pure. I was just missing this one, and it came in stock. So I said, yes, I will take it. And yeah, so now, as I said, I have all of the connecting variants for House of X and Powers of 10, and I am a happy comic collector. So yeah. And jump back to Dynamite, I guess. Vampirella #3, J. Scott Campbell. Look at this. Had to grab this, of course. I met Campbell years ago as well. And actually, I met him a couple of times. And when I was way back, when I had volunteered at a Wizard convention, Wizard World Chicago or Chicago Comic Con, whichever it was called at the time, I had helped him and one of his assistants or whatever, helped load in some of his books and some of his art and stuff, and he was always just a cool dude, and we would just, whenever we ran into each other, sometimes we would just chop it up real quick. So cool dude. Yeah, so Vampirella, which is a good read. I'm digging this right now. Christopher Priest is fantastic, and I had never seen the artist Ernest Grundon before. I don't think I can recall ever seeing their work before, but I was kind of digging. At first I was like, I don't know, but then I just kind of read through it, and I just read that first issue and I was like, you know what, I'm in for this, and the story sounds fun. So check that out if you're ever been interested in Vampirella. And jump back to DC. Action Comics 1015, 1015, however you want to say it. Action Comics, Bendis, Kudransky, Anderson, and Amazing Spider-Man, Absolute Carnage tie-in, #30. Yeah, Spider-Man, Carnage, Ryan Ollie. Look at that. And then, about to sneeze. Here is Avengers 24. Now, I couldn't remember which of the Avengers 24 cover I had pre-ordered. I had to go back and check online because I couldn't remember. But I ended up going with the Immortal variant, which actually done by Greg Land. So, and I think 24, I don't know if that one kind of ran out of stock, but I think that was done by, the cover was done by Stefano Caselli, who is a fantastic artist, and he's done some fantastic work on Avengers, and I think he was the main artist on Avengers World. Was that the 9? No, wait. Avengers Assemble, which was, I don't know how many series. I might have run like 2 years, but that was a cool series. I like that. And Stefano Caselli is fantastic. He also did G.I. Joe America's Elite, which is a fantastic series too. 36 issues for DDP, which is Devil's Due Publishing. So if you're interested in, want to check out some of his art, go check out some of his previous Avengers work, and then as well as G.I. Joe America's Elite. He did most of that. I don't know all of it, but most of that one at least. And jump back to DC, and this one, David Marquez. This fantastic cover is pretty much why I wanted this series. So Batman, Superman, #2, the Shazam Who Laughs, and this cover is just fantastic. The lightning bolt in the background there, just the lighting on is everywhere, and tattered capes, and just Shazam there, that grin under the hood. Fantastic, look at that. I'll just show you it again, just in case you hadn't seen it. So check that out. So I'm ready to read that. And got Black Panther, #16, The Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda, Daniel Acuna, I mean. Fantastic. And I love the purple kind of accent and hues that have been introduced in Black Panther in recent years. Just a fantastic element to, just a good compliment to the black. So just kind of give it some little variance in the coloring there, so that's cool. And then Alex Ross, of course, because he always just brings it. Captain America 14, a whole lot going on in Cap's head right there. It's just busy. Look at that, his brain's working overtime. The super soldier serum. Cap, look at that guy. Captain America. And then, oh, look at that. Here is the Powers of 10 connecting variant for number 5. So there's the other Savage Land cover there. Oh yeah. Look at that. Storm, Cable there. Woo. Cyclops, Genie. And let's see, last few issues here. Oh, Powers of 10, number 5. Character Decades variant featuring Remy LeBeau, aka Gambit. Look at this one. Valerio, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's like S-C-H-I-T-I. I don't know if you would pronounce it Shitty. I don't want to say shitty because it sounds bad, but I don't know how to pronounce it. But fantastic artist. Journey into Mystery is where I first encountered, at least I can remember encountering Valerio's work, and I was like, yo, this artist is fantastic. I don't know who this person is, but they're fantastic and I want to see more of their art. And I did eventually find some more. So, and here is another cover. So take a look at that again. Gambit, last 2, new series, Marvel, Strike Force, featuring a whole bunch of characters here, going some supernatural stuff. Blade, Spider-Woman, Winter Soldier, Angela, I almost said Valkyrie, Angela, and I think there's supposed to be somebody else on the team. I don't remember who, but got Teenie Howard, Herman Peralta, and Jordi Belair, who I absolutely love. She's fantastic. And yeah, so obviously, once I saw Blade was coming back with something, yes, let me check it out. And I figured, you know what, why not? I'm gonna order it, so I did. And last but not least, Wonder Woman 79 variant by, guess who? Jenny Frison, of course, because you just have to. Why not? So check it out. Yes, Wonder Woman, you're the villain, Evil Unleashed. And oh my gosh, I have all types of goodies to catalog and to read, sorts, all this good stuff. Look, comics, all the comics you already know. Yes. So that is my MyComicShop.com order. And as I said, it is a mix of pre-orders as well as some other issues that I was wanting to acquire that I added in. And they were packed in with this one. So when they shipped, save on shipping. And it's like, okay, I'll wait, whatever. So yeah, just tons of cool stuff, tons of stories to catch up on, plenty of variants that I just wanted, just because all the comics, as always. But yeah, that is my haul there. Let me know what you think, as well as what you're reading. Of course, I'm always interested in what anyone's reading. Just let me know in the comments below, as well as what you're hunting, what you're collecting right now, any cool variants that you picked up lately, let me know. Share with the world, share with the comments below. And yeah, happy hunting, happy collecting, happy reading. It's GENOTHADRAGON, and thanks for watching, and peace out.